Hey everybody, how you doing today? So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the disappearing flame trick. I have a video pretty popular. Most of you have probably seen this if you're watching this video. It's sitting at about 270,000 views right now, and the most popular comment on that video is, "Hey, I can't get the disappearing flame trick to work." So because of how popular that video is, I thought I would make a video going into deep detail on how you got to pull this trick off and how you're going to make it work every time and exactly how wick placement's got to go. I left out a lot of pointers. I thought it was a pretty simple trick. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but I guess there is details to this that people do need to pull this off properly. And for anyone who wants, if you're new to the channel, you want to like, share, subscribe, and comment, please do it. It helps out a lot. And for future reference, all my videos, I talk to my subscribers for the first 2 minutes, and then there's an ad after that that's set by YouTube. So if you don't want to hear this, just fast forward 2 minutes and the video will be starting. And all my other videos are like that too. You can just fast forward 2 minutes and you can keep it going. So for my subscribers, I just wanted to say I'm going to be paying for the shirts and the stickers and stuff out of pocket because I'm going to get that rolling. And I probably will make my money back. Most people do want them, they say. So, we'll see what happens. And if not, it's no big deal. I know people around here that will get the rest of them. I'm not going to do a huge order. I'm just going to do a small run and see where it starts. And and then, like I said, once that first YouTube check rolls in, I'll be getting that laser engraver and other things will start. But that's just that. So, if you want to help me out with that too, obviously there's the Patreon. You can donate anytime. I understand most people are holding out to get a sticker or a shirt or a hat or something, or all of them. I understand that. Wait away. I'm going to be going to do that this week. So now that we're at the 2 minute mark, we're going to get started with this video. So the Zippo I'm going to be using is my famous high polish brass armor 2017 Bradford, Pennsylvania, made in USA. Beautiful Zippo. I actually fixed the hinge on live stream yesterday, and look at how tight that hinge is. Barely moves. That's a very good hinge fix. So on with the trick. So you're gonna smother it. Okay, didn't throw back, but watch this. See how it throws back? Okay, now the way that works is, see the little blue flame? I bent my wick so you guys could see it. If your flame's a little shorter, you can actually hide it so you don't see that blue, like people can't see that blue flame. But for video purposes, I wanted you to be able to see it, so I made it come out the back. And you can do anything. See that? You can do anything with your wick to make it do that. So let's take a look at the wick. It might be hard to see on camera, but let's take a look at the wick here. I think it's better without the flashlight, eh? So let's take a look at the wick. You can see that the wick is bent back towards the thing. Your wick has to look like this, all right? Pretend all this is just Zippo case and this is the wick right here. Your wick has to look like that. And your wick has to be frayed a little bit right here. Like, see how mine's frayed? It can't be an old burnt up wick. It can't be like all one solid piece black wick. The trick won't work if it's like that. It's got to have a little bit of fray, and it's got to be bent like that. It's got to look like that in there. It's got to be just like that in this chimney, just like that. And that's how you do it. And if you smother it, and that flame goes out, you can't do the disappearing flame. It won't work. I did it at the beginning of the video. I was trying to do it there, but like, if you smother it and that little blue flame goes out, you cannot throw it back. And the reason why this trick is throwing back is because, okay, see that flame? Okay, it finally did go out. When you smother too much and that flame goes out, you can't pull off the trick. Right? Yeah, it has to be there. And the reason why that's working is because that little flame is staying lit on the back of your wick, right? On the bent part. It's staying lit. And what happens is there's still fluid vapors rising up above, and they're not lit because only that little flame's lighting. When you throw back, what I'm doing is I'm not actually throwing the flame back. What I'm doing is I'm throwing oxygen back at the Zippo. And what that is doing is that's lighting up all the fluid vapors that's in the air. That's lighting them all back on fire again to give you a full. See, that's a full flame. Smother it, little flame. Oh, it went out. Smother it, little flame, throw back, lights up, right? See it burning? And then when you give it oxygen, it lights up all the vapors again. So that's what you're doing. And that's how to properly pull that trick off. And watch, you don't burn your fingers. You shouldn't be burning your fingers. You're just pulling away. See that? See it still burning? Boom, I threw it back. And you do the same thing. Still burning, boom, throw it back. Okay, and that's how you do the disappearing flame properly and safely. And you shouldn't be burning your fingers. You shouldn't be hurting yourself. You shouldn't be doing anything, because I'm not smothering the chimney. I'm not trying to put it out. I'm just pulling it away. See that? See how I make the thing with my fingers and I just pull? That's it. You don't have to rub your hands on a hot chimney. You don't have to do any of that. Okay, guys? You just have to be very cautious and pull away properly. And if you're having trouble with your wick, you got to get a pair of tweezers. If you're noticing the flame isn't lighting on the wick, stand your wick back up and fray it up with some tweezers. Fray it up. Pull some strands. Get it loosened up again. Or pull your wick up. If your wick's old and burnt a lot, and you use your Zippo a lot and you don't trim your wick ever, and it's just a little black wick there and it takes you a few lights to always light it, your Zippo's not lighting as good as mine, pull it up, trim it, and then once you trim it, fray it up, bend it back towards the back. Now I'd move mine, but it's in perfect position, right? So we'll go over that again now. So you could light it, you just pull, throw back. And when I'm throwing back, I'm not throwing a flame back. I'm pushing oxygen at the vapors to light up again the way it originally lights. And when you leave it lit for long periods of time, the fluid gets less and less, right? So you got to be cautious about that. And guys, I can't stress enough too, if you're trying this trick and you filled up your Zippo 4 or 5 days ago or whatever, it might not work. So give your Zippo a fresh fill, put a little bit on the wick, let it sit for a few minutes, and don't overfill your Zippo, because then it's just going to be a mess. Every time you light it, it's going to be everywhere, all over the place, and you don't want that. Boom. See? And when you do go to do this, make sure you bend your wick so it doesn't come out the back here and you see the blue flame out the back like mine. If you watch in my video, my original video, 270,000 views, you'll notice you can't actually see the blue flame in there. You might be able to see a little bit in one hole, but that's it. And that's how you should be doing it. I did this for training purposes so I could see on the video better and you guys can see at home what's actually happening. It's staying lit there. You're throwing oxygen back at the vapors to relight the whole flame. So everyone, take care. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to help out, donate to the Patreon. All my subs, you guys are the best. The way you guys are so dedicated and follow the channel, I can't appreciate enough. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.